Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live, and we often have arguments about the goats of specific sports. NBA, of course, a lot of the argument between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. But in this video, I'm going to take a look at who I would consider the 10 best players in NBA history if we did not include championship rings into the equation. Sometimes championship rings, I believe, are add too much value to some players, or some players' careers may be diminished just because they may not have gotten one or only got one or two. Sometimes deservedly so, sometimes not deservedly so. But in this video, you could almost consider it my 10 best regular season players in NBA history, since we're not including rings in this. I'll name the players in descending order. Let's get into it. Number 10, I'm going Tim Duncan. I had a few options for this number 10. I'll name some notable snubs at the end, but what a career it was for Duncan. Again, even if we don't look at the championships, a 15-time All-Star, 15-time All-NBA, 15 All-Defensive teams, twice was named the league's MVP. Averages of 19 points, 10.8 rebounds, and 2.2 blocks for his career, while shooting over 50% from the field. Ninth, I got Larry Legend, Larry Bird. In his career, won 3 MVPs, was a 12-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Defensive. A little lower because he played just 13 seasons, less than some of the guys on here, 897 total games, but did average 24.3 points, 10 rebounds, 6.3 assists, 1.7 steals. And of course, if he played in today's era, he would be shooting the long ball a lot more than he did when he played. Eighth, Magic Johnson, 12-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA, 3-time MVP. Another guy who may not be as high because his career wasn't quite as long as some of the guys above him. Played 906 regular season games, but an outstanding passer. Led the league in assists 4 times, averaged double-digit assists every season from 82-83 until 90-91. Seventh, the one guy who may not be on a lot of top 10s, and the only guy on here who doesn't have a ring, Karl Malone, the mailman. Again, docked because he never won a championship when we name all-time greats, but what a regular season performer. 14-time All-Star, 14-time All-NBA, 4-time All-Defensive, 2-time MVP, and was just so consistent as he averaged at least 25 points a game every season from 87-88 until 96-97. Averaged at least 20 points a game from 86-87 until 2002-03, while averaging 10.1 rebounds for his career. Sixth, maybe the most dominant player in NBA history, the Diesel, Shaq, a 15-time All-Star, 14-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Defensive. Somehow only won 1 MVP in 99-2000, but twice led the league in scoring, led the league in field goal percentage 10 times. Of course, the free throw was his bugaboo, but averaged double-digit rebounds for his career and over 2 blocks per game. Fifth, the first guy to average a triple-double in a season. That is the Big O, Oscar Robertson. Robertson only won 1 championship, so he's often seen lower in all-time lists, but he was the 1963-64 MVP, 6 times led the league in assists, once in scoring, 7 times led the league in assists, once in scoring, twice in free throw percentage, averaged 25.7 points, 7.5 rebounds, 9.5 assists for his career. Fourth, the all-time leading scorer up until about a month ago, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, still second all-time. Lengthy 20-season career, averages of 24.6 points, 11.2 rebounds, 2.6 blocks, twice led the league in scoring, once rebounding, 4 times in blocks. He was a 19-time All-Star, 15-time All-NBA, 11-time All-Defensive, and won 6 MVPs. Third, Michael Jordan, who, when I consider whole body of work, I still consider him the best of all time. But if we're going strictly regular season, I'm going to put him third. Again, not as long a career as the guy who I'm naming next, but what a career it was even in the regular season, not including his postseason exploits, as he won 10 scoring titles, 3 times led the league in steals. Jordan was a 14-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, 9-time All-Defensive, won 5 MVPs, and was the 87-88 Defensive Player of the Year. Second, LeBron James, who, again, as I'll mention, if I include playoffs, I'm putting him below Jordan. Jordan 6 for 6 in the finals, but what a career it's been for LeBron James. Currently in his 21st season, now the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, averages 27.2 points, 7.5 rebounds, 7.3 assists for his career. James has been named an All-Star 19 times, 18 All-NBAs, 4 times won an MVP, 6 times All-Defensive, and first, not seen as the GOAT by many because he won just 2 NBA championships, and I shouldn't say just, but some of the guys ranked above him won more. That is the still Wilt Chamberlain, 13-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA, won 4 MVPs, and just put up astronomical numbers for his career. Of course, scored 100 points in a game, but 7 times led the league in scoring, led the league in rebounding 11 times, led the league in field goal percentage 10 times. Had a season where he averaged 8.6 assists. Blocks were not a stat in his time, but I'm sure he had plenty over his career. So if we're going strictly regular season, I would consider Wilt Chamberlain the GOAT. But what do you think of this list? I will say a lot of the top 10 is very similar to top 10 if you include the playoffs and championships won. Some guys I thought long and hard about including Hakeem Olajuwon, Kevin Durant, Moses Malone, Elgin Baylor and Jerry West, Kobe Bryant, Charles Barkley, just to name a few guys who definitely were in consideration. Again, much of the top 10 is the same, probably in a different order. Bird and Johnson probably move up in many people's top 10s due to their championships, but if we're going strictly regular season, many of the guys above them just played a longer amount of time and played many more games, and that's why they're included. But let me know your thoughts. How would you change this list? Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.